The CTF is a type of a hackathon in which you are asked to solve problems, cybersecurity related problems. So this will teach you some concepts that you may not be aware of. So this is a good platform to learn new things. So you will learn about what are CTFs, what is cybersecurity, what are certain methods hackers use to hack your system. So the main goal is to learn a lot while having fun, right? So now, basically a CTF is one in which you log into the system, you will be given a set of challenges, you solve those challenges and you get something called a flag. These flags are worth some points. By submitting it to the website, you will get some points back. So the team with the most points or the individual with the most points at the end of the session wins, basically. Okay? So that's an overview of the capital plan. But why? Why do we even conduct or participate in capital plans? First point, it is generally fun. Okay? It is like high-level brain teasers for computer science. So you will be solving a lot of problems which you may not be aware of or be taught in your regular classes. So this is a new avenue for learning. Apart from that, you will also learn how to protect against hackers. So you will learn some methodologies which hackers use. And you might start thinking, okay, they are using this, how can I prevent this from happening? So that is, it opens up a new way of thinking as well. And you will just be more aware of how cybersecurity attacks occur. So, there are mainly two types of CTFs, okay? One is called the Jeopardy style CTF. So this is one in which all the teams will be given the same puzzles. You will have your own instance of the puzzles. You will have to solve the puzzles and submit the flags. And as you submit the flags, you will get the points added to your team or your individual game. So that is one style, which is the Jeopardy style. Attack and defense style is more like two teams fighting against each other. So you try to hack into their system, they try to hack into your system, while you are trying to defend your own system. So that is one more style of CTF. I have experience only in Jeopardy style CTF. Attack and defense is very, very advanced, and that is generally reserved to the cybersecurity experts and aficionados. So we will not be looking into that in detail today. Okay. Now, the basic structure of a CTF, you will have challenges. Like I said, these are basically puzzles of different categories. There are multiple categories like web exploitation, cryptography, binary exploitation, forensics, and so on. So in web exploitation, you will have to find vulnerabilities in websites. It can be SQL injection, it can be just packet tracing. Cryptography, you will learn new encryption methods. It may be symmetric encryption, asymmetric encryption. And then there is forensics. So forensics includes hiding information in regular media, like hiding it in PDFs, but not as text or images, but embedded within the PDF's metadata, within images as its own metadata, and within audio files. So these are some ways in which challenges exist. And then binary exploitation refers to generally direct access to the memory of the system. So there might be some programs which may have vulnerabilities in which you can trigger certain actions by causing certain conditions like a memory overflow. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of memory overflows, but a memory overflow is when you exceed a fixed size or fixed location. It's like parking in between two parking spots. Parking your car in between two parking spots. You're occupying both the spots. So that's one way of explaining buffer overflow. Okay. So now, solving these types of challenges will yield you a flag. Generally, in CTF, Jeopardy style CTF, the flag will be encoded in a particular format. It will be generally the CTF name, and within curly brackets, the flag will be present. The entire string is the flag. Okay. So by submitting these flags to the website, you will be given points. So the more points you have, you have the better chance of winning. And at the end of the day, the team with the most points wins. Okay? Now, these are some common tools used in CTFs. So Wireshark is used to analyze network traffic. Workspace is used to find weak spots in websites. So basically, if you give it a URL, you can ask it to trace the network traffic and see for any vulnerabilities within the website. John Developer, this is one I'm not used personally, but I've heard it is a really good tool to crack passwords. Okay? I will not be going into detail of any of this. If you are very interested, you may look up these technologies. Not only these, there are more than this that you can use for CTF. One common CTF understanding and learning that you should have is Linux basics. So Linux and terminal, you need to be familiar with it to be very, let's say, fluent in solving CTFs. Not only solving CTFs, but by learning how to use a terminal, it might help you later in the future when you're working. Maybe suppose you're going to be a DevOps engineer, you might be working more on the terminal side than your UI. Okay? So that's the most common tools. But you may have the question, where do I start? How do I get into this? So there are websites like Hackerbox, TryHackMe, and my personal favorite, picoCTF. So because Hackerbox will teach you hacking terminologies, TryHackMe will give you examples to hack, example systems to hack. Whereas picoCTF is an actual CTF, capture the flag competition that is being held at Carnegie Mellon University. After the completion of every year's CTF, they publish that year's questions on the picoCTF website, which you can try out, which I will demonstrate. Okay? Now let's get into the demo. Let me just share this other screen. I hope my screen is visible. So, okay. picoCTF. Okay. Okay, so picoCTF is, as I said, it's conducted by Carnegie Mellon University. I hope your screen is visible. Yes, it is. I believe it is. Okay. Okay. So, one second. Let me just do some swapping around. Okay, so this is my terminal. If you are not able to follow this page, do not worry. Okay, so in picoCTF, the first thing you need to do is create a login. Okay, you need to go to login. You have to create an account if you don't have, because I was easily able to get in. So notice how the website looks like for picoCTF. You will have categories on the left, the years, and then you have the difficulties. I will go in order. Okay? I have solved these before itself, but it's been a while, so let me just take some time. And I do these again. So, what happens here is, for each challenge, you have its own box. And if you click on the box, it will describe the challenge. So it's an easy forensic style challenge. It was there in 2024 edition. You can use grep. And it involves some form of checksum. Okay? So checksum is an encryption thing that you will learn about soon. So you can do the description. People keep trying to break my players with invitation flags. I want to make sure they get the real thing. I'm going to provide the SSH hash and a detailed script to help you know that my flags are legitimate. You can download the challenge here. Okay? So you can download. You can also launch the instance. So what this does is, this will create an instance only for you. So you can connect to this virtual instance using your shell. So they will give you the connection parameters. So this uses SSH. SSH is called secure shell. So this gives you an interface to connect into. Just copy the command that you see and paste it in the terminal. If you want to follow up, please do so. I will give you some time. Create accounts. If you want to follow up, please let react. Or I can just continue. Just any reaction, anyone? So I can even put in the chat that you want to participate, you don't want to continue, you just want to observe and learn. Okay, so I will continue as it is. So right now, it is giving me an SSH connection string. Okay? I will put it in my terminal and it will ask if I want to continue. I will give yes. Okay? Now it will ask the password. They have provided the password and you can paste in the password. Now it has logged into the system. Now if I hit ls, it will show me the folders available. Okay? So this is where the familiarity with Linux comes in. So clear is used to clear your screen. ls is used to list the directories available, list the files with the directories. And the command file can be run on anything and it will say what is it. So files is a directory. I know that on this, but file decrypt. It is an ASCII text file. Okay. File checksum. It is an ASCII text. So to print any file into the terminal, you can use the cat command. Cat checksum, you will have it printed. Okay? So now let's actually read the challenge one more so that we have an understanding. So they are providing a SHA-256 hash and a checksum. Okay? You can use this to solve it. Now if you see, you will have case. So if you read the first thing, checksum lets you tell if the file is complete and from the original distributed. Okay? So that is the use of checksum. A checksum basically is like, we can call it a password or a unique fingerprint of a particular file. Okay? You can create an SSH checksum. So this is even giving you how to do this. SSH checksum. Using SHA-256 sum, this is the command that you can use, and it gives you more details. Okay? So right now we are here and we need to find, if you go into file, so cd is the command used to change directory. cd files, cd files, and we go into the files directory. If I go to ls, it will show me all the files that are there. Now cd space $, will go back to the previous folder that you were in. Okay? So these are just tips and tricks or Linux essentials that I just given or an overview for those who are not aware. So if you look at this, it gave you the command itself, SHA-256 sum, SHA-256 sum space. If you give a file, if you give it a checksum of it. Files, space, give any file, 02, okay. So this file, it gives you a checksum. But you see that you have it, you have given a checksum that is correct. So basically what you are trying to do is look for this particular checksum in all of these, right? So SHA-256 sum supports multiple files at the same time. So if I give, instead of that, if I give star. Star means all the files. Okay? Star is basically an expression to denote all the files. Okay? Enter. You see it generates every single one. Okay? But you can't sit and go through each and every one of them, right? So what you do is, you copy the actual checksum that you are looking for, copy it, and then in the same command, you use the pipe symbol, the one below the backspace. So shift and forward slash will give you that pipe symbol. Grep space paste the checksum. You see that you have found that this is the same matching checksum and this is the file. Right? Copy this file, and if you go back to the challenge, it says, it basically says you can use the decrypt script. On the right, file to get an estimate flag. Okay. Here we have found the file. So copy the file. Decrypt ls. Okay. d./decrypt space. Paste it and hit enter. There you go. You get the flag. You can copy it and you can paste it here and submit the flag. It says range solve challenge correctly again. Okay. So just to give you an example of what will happen if you give the wrong file, you need to connect again. Okay. One more thing is after you solved it correctly, the instance will be closed. Okay. So you can try giving the wrong flag, it will not be any wrong file, it will not give any flag. Do you guys understand what I said? Maybe you can react. Any understanding? Anyone who understood? I know it's a little bit complicated. You can implement something that's easier, something called a scan surprise. And launch the instance again. It's very similar. Most of the challenges will have to launch a new instance and connect to. I will copy it and paste it. Now, yes. And it's asking for password. You can copy the password. You can paste it. And now, all you do is scan this QR code and tell me what you can see. Okay? So now, scan the QR code. It will show you what I got. So that you can see. So on my phone, after scanning, this is the flag I directly got. I did not do anything else. I just scanned my phone, and this is the exact flag I got. Okay. So if I copy this, so after I copy this, if I come here and paste it and submit, do some challenge again. Yeah. So that is one more type of challenge in which you will be given an image and you can use the image to solve it. And then how many of you know binary search? Anybody binary search? Okay. I see one person knows. I presume some of you others may know as well. So this binary search challenge is basically just about binary search. You have to give a challenge to perform binary search manually. It is pretty boring, so I will not be going into more details of that. So, 1 second, I think. Is my screen visible? Okay. So, I will now show you another challenge, which is web-based challenge. So I showed you two right. So verify is basically a cryptography challenge. You see here it is it's a forensics challenge, my bad, sorry. And scan surprise is also a forensics challenge. But in my head, verify is a cryptography challenge because you are using encryption and decryption. Anyways, now coming to web decode. This is an interesting one. Maybe all of you can participate along with me on this one. I will, because this will be a link, I will copy this. Copy link. I will paste it in the chat. Just try to log into that. And this is the screen you will see. You can go along with me as well. Okay? Just let me know if you're able to access it. Just give me a thumbs up somewhere. Yeah, that would be good. If you're able to access that link. I've pasted this thing in the chat. So please, yeah, if you're able to see it, just give me a thumbs up. I'll have my eye on that. Okay. Now, this is where you have a website. All you can do is browse it, go to home, go to about, and inspecting the page you might find it here. And just keep searching, don't give up. So it says try inspect it. You might find first, so this is the thing. You can right click on the screen, you go to inspect. So if you see, you won't see anything out of the ordinary, right? So this is a normal HTML with some random data flying here and there, okay? But if you notice carefully, you will have something. This particular thing, you copy this. Okay, before I go any further, if you go anywhere else, you might not find anything similar. So I highly suggest you go around all the pages to find anything else that's suspicious. At home, is there anything suspicious? I don't see anything suspicious. So I will come back to about where it says you might find me here and copy this. So now, it just seems like a random string doesn't make sense to be here, right? So one tool that I have found that is really helpful is Dhanush. You can give the input, paste it here, and then there is something called as magic. And this, in my friends, is literally magic. Okay? You can see that it does base 64 decode and it just gives you this, the flag. It just works. And I don't know how it works, it just works. So you can copy this and go in here and paste it, and you can submit the flag. It says you saw it. Now, one more interesting thing, heap zero. Okay. So you can download the binary and the source files, but I'm there is in the instance, and I'll put the instance link in the chat as well. So you all can copy, follow those. So this is using netcat, NC. Okay. So netcat is used to connect remotely to a system and run a program any. If I do this, NC, it will put me into a system. So I'll do that in the chat as well, so that you guys can follow along if you are interested. So this challenge, it is basically a program that you're running. You have access to something called a heap. Okay? So you have, if you read through this, I put my data on the heaps, which will be saved from any content. Since I know you can't hack, I'll even give you the access to this. So by hitting one, you'll be able to fill in. Okay? It won't do anything else. By hitting two, you can write to the buffer. You can do A, B, C, D. Hit enter. And if you go print to B, A, B, C, D is in the buffer. Right? So you replace pico with A, B, C, D. But how do you change this? Whatever you do, you're not changing that, right? So even if I do again, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. Again. If I do and see that, it is just adding on that, it is not going to the next one. So from my experience, I know that by accessing this particular memory space, we will be able to get the flag. Right now, it says print flag. Yes, if you hit 4, it will say, looks like everything is still secure. As long as this memory space has the text BICO, it will not allow you to change anything. Okay? So, you also print the save file. So the save file is BICO. That's how I know that you need to change BICO to something else to gain access to the flag. So one more key that you should have noticed is that you need to get using malloc field. Malloc is a notorious C function which will give you access to memory. It will allocate a certain memory space for a particular page. It is not secure, however. You can override the malloc defined area. So I will show you how to do that. So since this is using malloc, if you give data more than the size that it expects, you will most definitely run into a overflow situation in which that memory will go into the next space. If you see here, the addresses are same apart from the B0 and the D0. Okay? It is just few bytes apart from each other. It's literally almost adjacent memory spaces. So, if you give a long enough string, you will be able to access the second memory space. So, I'll give you data, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Massive data. This is a random massive data. Right? Enter. And if you see the key, you can see that we are successfully overflowed to this. Yeah. You can see that E till N. So this part is where the overflows are quick. This is the access space which is going on to the next memory. Right? So now that this is changed, if you press 3, you will see that the safe file is this now. And if you hit, which is 4 to print the file, you get the file. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you today about capture the flags. I hope I was able to interest you quickly into capture the flags. Please let me stop sharing my screen. I would like to entertain questions or if anyone has any. Okay, so guys, how many of you found this interesting? We know just few challenges, there are so many techniques and it's very vast. So if anyone found it interesting, please react. If anyone learned something new, please react. Thank you. I'm happy that I was able to do. And does anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions about the challenges or what is the anything? Okay. Seeing none, I think we can close the workshop for now. And I see that I've overrun my time by 2 minutes. Apologies for that. So yeah, I hope you all had a really educational / fun session, half an hour. For all those who learned something new, I'm happy for you all. And if you're very interested, get in touch with Alok. He's also very good at CTS. He will be able to help you with anything. And I would like to thank once again everybody for their time, BI for organizing this event. And yeah, I hope to catch all. So, thank you. Sorry, I think my internet got cut off.
That was a great. Can you have the lights on? Yeah, that was a pretty great workshop. So, how many of you guys actually thought you guys learned something new? You guys learned something new, or did you guys know anything? Nice, that's a huge show of hands. We have everyone showing of hands. We would like to really thank our guest speaker for, despite his busy schedule as a software engineer at IBM, with all his meetings. The actual plan was to have him yesterday, but again, due to his busy schedule, he couldn't make it yesterday. And yeah, I would really like to thank him for joining us today. It was a really great lecture. Thank you, Dhanush.
Thank you.
We will be proceeding with the next part of the event. Dhanush, we'll catch up later on. Yeah?
Yes, sure. Thank you. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Have a great